Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to learn how you can sign your own Android application, which is a APK file. Now, why to sign your own Android application? Imagine that you have worked hard to build a fantastic Android application and now you want to share that Android application with your friends and family, or maybe you want to upload that application to the Google Play Store. Now, the thing is you can't blindly share the APK file or simply upload the app to the Google Play Store. First, you have to sign your own Android application. Why? Because when you sign your own application, this indicates that you yourself have built that application. So it is a better security practice to sign your own Android application before distributing your Android application to friends, family, or maybe you want to distribute your application using Play Store. It is a standard practice in Android app development. Signing your own Android application for production is very important security practice. Why? Because let me share with you a simple example. Now imagine that if I want to install a Mozilla Firefox on my Android phone, and if I download the APK file of Firefox blindly from internet, how will I know whether the APK file is authentically signed by Mozilla, or maybe it is a duplicate copy of Firefox, which can be very dangerous for your security. So in such scenarios, when you sign your own Android application, it is safe for user that user can recognize that this APK file which they are installing on their Android device, it came from an authentic source, which is the main developer or the company. And that is why signing your own Android application and also safekeeping the signature keys is very important security practice inside the Android app development. So now let's get started, and I will teach you how you can sign your own application as well as how you can create your own signature key. So now first thing first, let's open the Android Studio. So this is a blank Android application project which I have created. So now step number 1 is first we need to create a new signature key. Now to create a new signature key, the process is very simple. On the top menu bar of your Android Studio, go to the build option. Inside the build option, you will see the option of generate sign app bundle or APK. Click on this option and then you will get this two options. You can select either one of these. If you want to upload your app to the Google Play Store, then you have to select Android app bundle. This will create an app bundle which you can later upload to the Google Play Store after signing the key. Or else if you want to choose, you can choose the APK file. Generally when we share Android application, we share using the APK file. So if you want to distribute your own Android application from your own website, email, or directly send it peer to peer, then the APK is a good option. Choose any one of it depending on your scenarios. I will choose the APK. Click on the next button. Now this is the main window, because here we have to select the signature key. Here you will get two options, whether you can create a brand new key or choose the existing key. Now if you have the existing key, you can choose existing key and then add the password, alias, as well as key password, and then proceed to next. But here we are going to create a brand new key. So that's why I will choose the option of create new. Now after clicking on create new, we will get a new Keystore window. Here first we have to select the Keystore path, which means where we can save this key. So since I am using Windows, I will go to my folder, choose your desired location and folder, and then type the name of the file key. File name is my sign key, and we are saving it as a type .jks. JKS stands for Java Keystore. So that will be the file extension. Click on the save, and then next is we will add the password. You can choose any password which you want. So now we have entered the password. The next is we will add the key details. Here is the alias. Now here is a very important thing which you need to understand, that there is a difference between Keystore and the key alias. And the password of the Keystore is different from the password of the alias password. Now let me explain you in an extremely simple way. So in Android, when we create a Keystore, basically we create a Keystore file, and inside this Keystore file, we save multiple keys which can be used for signing your own Android application. So basically the Keystore is like a locker. And inside this locker, we can add multiple keys which you can use for multiple applications with a separate password and separate alias names. And it is a best security practice that you can use different keys for different applications. So just in case, imagine if one key get hacked, then the other applications are safeguarded since you have used different keys for different applications. So when we create the Keystore password, the Keystore password will give you access to only the Keystore, so that you can unlock the rest of the keys which are inside this. But when we use the alias password will give you the ability to sign using the key. So for example, the alias password for key 1 will be different from alias password for key 2, and same is the key 3, the password can be different, and any one of these key we can use to sign your own Android application. But remember, once you sign with the single key, you have to use that same key each and every time when you update and sign the application. So for example, if I use key number 1 to sign the application, I have to use key number 1 continuously each and every time when I update and re-sign my application in future. So that's the concept of the Java key store and how we store multiple keys inside the key store. Now let's go back to our Android Studio. So inside Android Studio, now we will write the alias name. So alias name, you can write the alias name whatever you want, such as the name of application, but I am using my app key 1 because we can have multiple key alias inside the Java key store file. And next is we have to add the password. Now for better security practice, I will recommend choose a different password than the Keystore password. The Keystore password and the key alias password both should not match with each other for better security practice. Now after writing the password, you can select the key and fill out the rest of the details such as first name, organization, city, state, etc, etc. Validity year is important because once the validity year is expired, you have to recreate the signing key for your application. So you can write any year here such as 999. After filling out the entire details, click on the OK. Now our Java key store is created and the password and alias name is automatically filled here. You can click on remember password and then click on the next one, and then the next option is select debug or release. If you want to ship your app to the production, you can click on the release option, select the release and then click on the button create. Now our Android build process is running and this will automatically sign your application. Meanwhile, if you want to check where our keystore.jks file is created, you can check the folder which we have selected at the time of creation. This is the Java keystore file which we have recently created from the Android Studio. Now this file is very important and I safeguard this file because if you lose this file, there is no way to recreate the same file and sign the application. So if you are publishing your application to the Google Play Store, then that is very important to safeguard the .jks file. Now the Android Gradle build process is completed and as you can see, we have successfully created and signed the Android application here on the right side, as you can see in the Android Studio. Now next is we have to add our signing key configuration inside the Android Gradle build. Why? Because each and every time when we create the production build, we don't want to manually go to the menu option and select the sign-in key as well as manually enter the key, password and alias to sign and build the Android application. We want to automate that signing process of the Android application. And the way to automate the signing process is by adding the signing key configuration into the Android Gradle build file. Now how to add the configuration is very easy. On top left, click on the file option and then go to the project structure. Inside the project structure, you go to the module. Inside the module, there is an option of signing keys. Now inside the option of signing key, there is a debug option available, but we want the production level signing key. So we will add the new signing configuration by clicking on the plus icon and name it the release. We will add the name of the new signing configuration as the release because release indicates the production, and then click on the OK. Click on the release and then select the keystore file. Now here we will select the mysign.jks. This is the sign key which we have recently created in our previous step. Select this file. After selecting the file, after selecting the .jks file, fill out the other details such as the keystore password, add the name of the key alias which is the name of the key. We already have alias of my app key 1 and then the password of the key alias. So this password and this password should not be same, but since this is only tutorial video, that's why I have made the same password. It is easy to remember. But in your case, if you are building a production application, make sure that these both passwords should not match and it should be a different password. After adding all these details, click on the OK button. Now as soon as you click on the OK button, you will notice that inside the Android we have a sign configuration. Inside the sign configuration we have the store file, store password, key alias and key password. Now once we added the configuration file, the next is we have to add this configuration file to our release build. So scroll down below to the build types. Now go to the build types. Now inside the build types, there will be two build types. One is a debug and other is release. Now debug release is not added here, but we have the by default release. Inside this, we will add our signing configuration. Now how to add signing configuration? It is very simple. Simply use Android Studio. Go to the file just like previously and go to the project structure. Inside the project structure you will see a default configuration. In default configuration, scroll down below, there is a sign config. Click on the sign config and you will get two options, debug and release. Click on the release. And then after selecting the release, click OK, and then go back to our Gradle file, go to the default config. As you can see, the sign configuration is added into our default config. Now it is completely okay if you want to add the production sign key to the default configuration. But if you want to maintain a separate signature key for production one and separate signature key for the debug one, then you can also have a separate signing key and assign the configuration to it separately. For example, now let's just say I don't want to add the sign key to the default configuration. I can remove this line of code and go back to the release build type. Inside this release build type, I will add the sign key config into the release build type and then perform Gradle sync. So now in this way, inside the release build, whenever I do the production build will always have my own signature key. Whereas when I debug the application, the debug sign key will be completely different. So this is how you sign and configure signature key inside your own Android application. Now you have successfully created a signature key. You have added the signature key inside your own application. Now you are completely ready to do a final build of your application and share the APK file with your friends and family. Or else you can also share the Android app bundle to the Google Play Store and publish the application to the Google Play Store. Now next is let me show you how you can extract the details from the signature key. Now imagine I have a signature key and I have completely forgotten what is the name of the alias, which sometimes happens to all of us. So now if you want to check the sign-in key details, Android Gradle has an option for it. You can open your Windows terminal inside the Android Studio, which is at the bottom left corner. Open the terminal and type the command Android Gradle task. Type the command Gradle task and press enter. And inside this Gradle task, you will see a command which is a signing report. This will display the signing info of the base and test module. Now copy paste this name of the task, scroll down, type this Gradle signing report and then press enter. So now this is the report of your signature key. This is the debug signature key, and then scroll down and this is the our release key. This is the key which we are using to sign our application on the production build. Now inside this report you can read the alias of the signing key. In case there are multiple alias, then the multiple alias will show up inside the terminal, and along with that you can also read the MD5 SHA-1 and SHA-256 value. Now these three values are essential when you configure Android Firebase project, and you can also check the validity of your signing key. So this information comes very handy when you set up backend or set up Firebase project. Now before I end this video, let me end this video with a very important tip. So as you can see here, we have directly entered the password into the Gradle build file with simple text string. So when you are building Android application for production level, and if you are working with a larger team or in a larger company, you can't blindly add the password as a text string and simply add it into the configuration, because this is not a good security practice. But since this is a tutorial video, that's why I have used simple text and added it in a password field. But in your case, if you are building in a production, then the best way to manage this password and alias name and this value is to create a simple environment variable. Create an environment variable in Android Gradle and add that environment variable here. That variable will contain the password, key, alias and other information. So remember that in the production, when you work in big projects or big company, always use environment variable to store the password and then pass that environment variable to the configuration file here. This is better practice for security. In case if you're interested in learning how to add the environment variable in Android Studio and Android Gradle build file, previously I have made entire video to cover that topic. The link to it is given in the description below. If you're interested, go check it out. So we have reached to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you get value out of this, like, share and subscribe. And if you want to learn entire Android app development, I have made a full playlist on it. The link to it is given in the description below. So with that said, have a nice day. Bye bye. See you in the next video.